Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the session. Have you ever wondered? Many times, our moms takes the back seat, whether it is a child care or elder care or husband moves to a different place, mom takes the role, right? So this is the scenario after marriage. But before marriage, she also did the studies like you. She went to the school and she did the college, and most of the time she did work as well. But what happens after the marriage? Correct? So this is our mom most of the time just does that. I do realize and hearing some of you thinking, no, at my home, both my parents are working. Whatever you're talking is not happening. I can understand what you're just talking about, but what we are going to look at that and see that is in our nation, in India, as a one landscape. Not that looking at in packets of every houses, but what's happening in the entire nation. That's what I just wanted to show to you. This is exactly this year scenario, just for us, all of us to realize that the man and the women workforce participation, how are they just doing? If you just look at that, this is our 2022 scenario where men is working at 67% level, whereas women is just 33%. Just half of the men workforce participation. Why? Why are we just doing that? There are reason. There is nothing that there is without reason we are just doing it. As we just said about that, it's majorly because of the after marriage, the child care and your job transfer for spouse and everything is just taken care. But look at that. As a mom, as a woman, what is the stress we are giving it to her? That's number one. And number two, is that translating as a impact for us in the family, for in the nation? That's what we are just going to look at that, how it is translating. So while we are just looking at this data, how do you feel? Is it sad, bad, or surprised? When I looked at this data in 2012, I did go through this scenario, how I just felt about that. The result of that, this is where I was able to create as a mom. It's a Her Second Innings, it's a platform, it's a tech platform to bring women back to work. So today we are able to touch 30,000 women. As a mom, I can sit and then do that. Everybody can just do it together. How? That also I'm going to share it across at the end of the session, how we can transform. So this is Manjula and Mom and the Entrepreneur, where we wanted to change the world with the equality with men and women together. Let's just go back and look at the challenges, what we are just talking about, in a 3 different packets. The first packet is at the home front. So as we just progress, as I was keeping, mom takes the role of taking care of the kids. That's the one challenge where she continuously faces that. The other challenge is whenever there is a spouse transfer, she has to accommodate to take care of the kids and the family over there. That's the second scenario. And the third scenario, whenever there is an elder at home is unwell, it becomes a responsibility of the women to take care. Why? The society expects that to be like that. So now let's just look at that change over there where we are going to bring it. In spite of that, if the women ready and accept that, yes, it's okay, I have just taken a break and I wanted to spend some time, wanted to go back to the career. Look at the stage over there. At the organization, she is not welcomed. Oh, you have taken a break, which means we don't know how committed you would be. Could be that. Or you have taken a break, your skills have just gone out, and we don't know how are you going to perform. So she just takes that battle as well to fight. So everything, right from the home, right from the society expectation, right from the organization, she just go through the tremendous challenges. With that, is that something where she just takes care of herself? But if we shift the paradigm to the other way, if we allow this a great support system for her to work, what's going to be? The COVID taught us a great lessons for us. Being a single breadwinner, many of us have just faced a turmoil at home when someone is really not there and we don't know what to do. So when we are creating the support system for both men and women to just come and then be in the career stream equally, it just put the ease on our financial pressure at home. And second, when we are just able to get a double the income at home, it helps to give a better care for our kids, be it as education or even a better support system for our elders too. So there are benefits over what we are just trying to create for bringing women back to work. It's just not for her, it's also for the family, it's also for the society and the country together. So with this odds, I would like to share some of the success stories, how they have all just looked at this landscape and then turn it around. So some of the success stories from Jyoti, I can just start. She is just from the Kadag, which is interior part of the Karnataka. She got married the moment she finished her college. 8 years of her marriage. She lost her husband due to the accident. She never been in the workplace, but she doesn't know, but she needs to be financially independent. But her courage just put her up to just continue the journey. With the 1+ year of just connecting and upskilling her, today she is just managing the company as a support in charge. That's the courage for her. And I would like to also bring other women for all of us to correlate what we are just resonating here. It's Vrinda. She took 10-year career break just for the elder care and the teenage support at home as well as the husband job transfer. She lost 10 years, but her ambition is to go back and code. I love the code and I wanted to do the coding part again. So with that, she just came back and today, she's just put close to 2+ years of hard work to just come back to the stream. And today she is a consultant, enjoying her work-life balance as well as enjoying her coding skill, what she wanted to do about it. The other one is really interesting to talk about Charmi. Charmi is from Mumbai and she took 6 years of a break. And when she just upskilled and then went back and she expressed that, hey, I'm just joining back. You know what's the son's response? Mom, I'm really happy. I am going back and writing in my diary, my mom is a working mom. Look at that. Right? We never thought about it, right? This was even for us also, it is a great inspiration to know about it. Even the children emotionally get pepped up. Their moral goes up. Right? So this is some of the challenges the women face. In spite of that, they take a courage, they take the passion, and they never give up and come back and create the story about them. So is that mean it's a women's story where they have to come back and then do that? Answer is no. It's just not the women's story. Anybody can just do that. I'll just share the other incidents here. You look at that, the man who's standing in the left, 2 to 3 months back, he just connected saying that he is a NGO organizer where he works for any flood happens, he go and then helps the community. In one of the places when he went there, he just saw a bunch of women helpless. Why? Husbands are not allowing to just go, right? We are not talking about the status quo and any women, right? He just found that. And we just went ahead and then brought them and then spoke about it, how they can just spend their free time to make it productive and make it useful for them as well as for the family. And we've just connected some of the organization to come and then help them. So that organization is nothing but they are supporting the women to become the professional child cares. So they gave a 10 days of a training and today you are seeing them, they are gone back. So it's not something a women, if they don't know, we have to leave them. Anybody in the online world, we can do the wonder. So by doing this wonder, this brings us the stability at their family, for their moral, their aspiration, and overall, it just helps us to just bring the country up and running. So how can we be a change maker? It's very simple. In the online world, it's really easy for all of us to just imbibe the thought first. If our home is just clear, it's okay. Still, we can just look at our environment, maybe at the house environment, school environment, or where you just go, and you are all vocal in the online world to express your views and do that. The first change maker action is going to be imbibe the thought. In a world when men and women are come to the world, and we should also just treat them equally. There is a wise saying stating that the country of the prosperity is based on the way we treat the women at home. And I was really excited to see this over here. Morning when I just came, I was happy to see this lamp, how it has been just kept over there. That's the power of a woman, right? So let's just imbibe that the women is the source of our inspiration. The more and more we just bring them to just take care of that, they are not only just taking care of them, they are just crafting the next generation to the level of where we can do the prosperity. Is that so? How do we just look at the data point of it? Here is the data for us. When we just provide the equal opportunity to men and women, the country growth, the global economy growth is just going up. How much is that? We are looking for 28 trillion up in our economy as a globally. What's in it for India? We are just talking about 2.9 trillion economy boosting up. Then why are we waiting? It's just the mindset where we need to change ourselves and just start talking about, sharing about our knowledge with others. The next case, if at all we are just done that, connecting the dots by connecting the organization, who cares for that, and help them to take it forward. Let's share, let's care for our community together. Let's make sure men and women are equal in the society. Let's be the partner. Let's just create the support and make sure we are growing together. Thank you so much.